Hello, this is Shotzi, or Crafting with Beautiful Chaos, and I'm going to work on my Haed project a little bit. And I don't know if you can even see that very good. I'm outside, but this is the Little Dreamer's tree from Heaven and Earth Design that I had Cooper Diamond Art turn into a diamond painting for me. So you may not be able to see that very well, but that's as good as I can do with the light out here. Do what? Sorry, we're outside. My kids are playing on the deck. And say hi.
Like and subscribe and comment.
Or that. And say hi.
Hi.
Little fingers. Okay.
Hello.
I am working on color 939 right now. And these drills have actually, I have not cared for them very much. They've been a lot of different shapes, and some of them, if you can see, like that one right there, if you can see that very well, it's not a complete square. It's dented in on one side. So, and hopefully this
Love you guys.
Hopefully this is a good enough
Hope you stay safe from the virus. Yeah. And watch your video every day. And my video.
Careful, you're hitting my table, baby.
So be quiet.
Now, girl, out of my kit. You're not gonna lose my stuff. Negative.
Negative.
There's a lot of cracks up in here, and these right here aren't as bad, but up here are really bad.
This one is one of these crafts where you try to find out what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's all...
it's a blank canvas, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You try to diamond dot and you see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My mom already knows what it's going to be. Yeah. Tell them what's it going to be. Tell them what's it going to be.
I already did. It's a little dreamer's tree. I don't think you can see that picture very well I showed, though. Not with the sunlight out here. I'm in the shade, but still.
Yeah.
Can't really see my screen very good. Girl. Okay, you're going to get her on my sticky here.
No, we're not.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But I'm not going to tell you right now.
The mosquitoes are already coming out. Okay.
Stupid mosquitoes.
Right? We don't like mosquitoes.
I thought you like them. Have you ever seen my mom's pen before? I bet you haven't. I bet you did.
Go play with your Barbies.
Yeah, go play with your Barbies.
So this is why my name is Crafting with Beautiful Chaos.
No, her name is Shotzi.
It
says chaos because what chaos?
There you go. But you're beautiful chaos. You're my beautiful chaos,
buddy.
buddy.
You're beautiful, and then it's chaos. So then I'm chaos and you're beautiful.
Well, thank you. I love you.
A barefoot.
Girl, they don't want to see Barbie.
You want to see a pen?
Hopefully they can see what I'm doing.
I hope they can.
Me too.
I thought if we had a beautiful elephant.
Girl?
Oh yeah, we found a caterpillar, and now I don't think I know where he is anymore.
Did you lose him?
Yeah. No.
Boy?
Let me go see if I can find him again. Yeah. I found him.
Yay. They found the caterpillar that they named Freddy, and they made him a sandcastle to live in. Poor caterpillar. Hey, don't kill him. We're gonna be not. He better not be. Be nice to him.
He's dead.
Dude.
Somehow he died.
You're such a boy. What was that? Are you kidding me?
Why did you throw sand in my mouth?
Hey, baby, will you go get me a wet wipe from the bathroom?
Yeah, but she don't throw sand in my mouth. It was by accident. He doesn't. I'm
Easy.
so sorry
Okay, you're
about that.
shaking my table again, girl.
He just complains about it and tells on me when I say sorry.
And if you haven't noticed, she is going to be a future YouTuber. Little Miss Drama Queen in action here. Okay, don't do that. You're gonna make it sound all crazy.
And I bet you never heard my voice or no.
They heard you in the last video.
Yep.
Goofy. Thank you. Something, it must have been a bug because when I went to move it, I thought it was dirt and now I have a mess. Wet wipe for anyone who gets anything on their canvas.
Wet wipe.
Wet wipe will take it
Wet
off.
wipe will suck.
Okay, stop.
Wah.
May not, it'll still be sticky, so
Sticky.
you can use wet wipes and it will not damage your canvas. I don't think that's as good as it's gonna do. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. Did you know 1,000 plus 1,000 is chicken 1,000?
You're goofy.
And goofy.
Hey, can chickens count?
Yeah.
They
They
can?
say chicken by chicken
Hmm.
always counts to chicken.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because they're chicken and they eat chicken.
Hmm.
Even though they're chicken, they eat their soul.
Chicken cannibals.
Yeah. We'll see you. Bye.
See you later. Dude, Go play.
Why can't I? Why can't I stop the video? Cause you have chicken nugget.
You guys are so loud. They can't hear all the crickets and birds out here.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right because I spray wasps with my mouth. I eat them.
Hmm.
I mean, I eat them. I eat.
There's Chico. Hi, Chico.
Hi, Chico. Can I come over there and punch your face?
Stop. He's showing off for the video.
I'm so sorry about
So
that.
our neighbor dogs come over to see us. I think it's our dogs going.
Yeah.
We've already seen Peanut.
Chico.
Peanut came over a little bit ago, and now Chico is here.
Yes. And
She doesn't come up though. Peanut comes up to get his treat, but Chico just comes up and barks from a distance.
yeah.
She doesn't let us pet her.
But I know one dog I petted before. I think his name was Chico also. Ruby Star.
Yeah, I think both of their dogs' names are Chico.
I think that's a different dog
I don't
named
know
Chico.
why.
But by the way, our cat Simon passed away.
Yeah.
We're getting a new one, which is her name's Luna.
Yeah, her name
She's
is
really pretty.
They've already named her.
My dad liked that name.
Yeah,
Mom
the
and-
daddy picked it out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but I
there was two names, and they picked Luna. Is what they
I
ended up
picked
going with.
Simon.
I don't remember what the other one was that Daddy had picked out, though. Do you?
No.
I don't remember.
Willow?
But they picked out Luna out of the two.
Willow?
Willow was one. We were thinking about
Ruby?
Willow. No.
What's this for?
Oops. With hand
What's this for?
umbrella.
I'll
So
play
hopefully
that.
y'all aren't too bored by this or annoyed. Child.
Annoyed.
Y'all go play. Y'all were
Why
playing
does-
out in the sand, and then you came up here for some reason.
has paper towels
like they-
in our nose.
Don't do that. I'm not gonna be digging that out of your head, girl. What are you thinking? Go put that in the trash.
She
girl.
always does that.
Let's not. Don't be shoving stuff in your nose. Oh wow! I'm gonna wow you. You won't be like if I have to dig it out with tweezers.
You can wish.
She'll be thinking, wow, when I got to dig it out of her head,
Yeah.
girl. See, it's always exciting here.
Our caterpillar, I want to tell you what happened.
Dude, I don't even want to know what happened. Just no.
Died.
You need to go clean that again. Have Daddy help you. Have him spray it for you. And you guys are getting in a bath here in just a little bit.
Oh, not.
Yep, bath
No,
times for
no.
both of you.
No, I don't need a bath. I'm clean.
You've got your bath bombs we made.
No, we don't have any bath bombs. I'm sorry about that.
You can play with
And
that.
we ran out of water, so we can't take a
Yeah.
bath.
Sorry, that doesn't work.
What?
You gotta take a bath.
No, we don't have bathtubs. I'm sorry, we don't have bathtubs.
Hmm.
Okay, we don't have bathtubs. But we have another cat, and his name is Ruby. Her name's Ruby, and
Child, go play.
and
They don't come around me
it
until
likes
I start doing
it
this.
likes water.
Like, oh, hey, look, a camera. Hey, are you doing YouTube? All right, let me be on here. Go play.
My aunt is having a baby.
Yep. Aunt Lauren. Dude, go away.
Okay.
Let me do this.
Go away.
Ain't gonna last for long. I know better.
What?
Who's a turd? Yeah.
Look, I found a moth.
5, 6, 7. Great, a moth. Another casualty. Leave the bugs alone.
Touch them.
Look, you're such a boy. Mm.
Can I go get the toys house and kill him with it?
No, you're not going to kill it. Leave it alone. It's not hurting you.
Why does it bit me?
Leave him alone. 6. What was I on? See, you're messing me up. Go away.
Not.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5,
fine, I'll
6,
go away and
7.
play a phone.
Right. I'm using it. I think he forgot that and didn't hear me. I'm on my phone. Right, see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows all across. See, so I'm doing the 939. That way I can go back in and fill it in. So sorry, this is a boring dark color, but this is page 2 of 939. I'm hoping, I hope the other colors are better than this one because I hate having to sit here and pick through them to try to find the bigger ones that are decent shaped. Such a pain. So I hope the others are better. Since this is the first time I've done a project like this and had someone else you get drills from someone else. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Love you too.
Little feller. Baby, quit bouncing. You're making the camera bounce.
Oh no. Okay, bye-bye.
Child.
What does everybody? Comment down below.
You need to. It's too nice to be in the house. I know. It's nice. Very beautiful out here. It's one good thing about living in the country is it's so quiet. Children aside. So let me know if the kids being in the videos bugs you. If it does, then I can try to do it when they're busy or sleeping or something, but it's hard to do right now when everybody is home and there's no time alone right now, which in itself has been a little stressful. I'm always with my babies. I choose to. I have them because I want to be with them, but no downtime at all since she's not going to preschool half the day and he's not going to school every day. I like them being here, but having to be here constantly and we can't go anywhere. They've kind of been at each other. They do good, they'll play together, and then all of a sudden you'll hear them and they're fighting. And I think it's just the constant togetherness. So I think I'm going to make a new rule. Just told my husband earlier, We all need to take about half an hour out of every day and everybody go to their own rooms. He can go to his place, I can go to my place. I have a spot in the woods I like to go to, and I can go to my little place and he can hang out somewhere in the house, or we have an extra spare room that we haven't done anything with yet since we moved in. We've been here 3 years now. We still haven't done anything with that room. He's got all his Star Wars figures and stuff in there, so he goes in there and goes through his toys and does his thing so he can go play with his toys. 3, 4, 5, 6. Just for some separation. I have. See, where am I here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 rows and wait up, skip 1, wait. There. And there. You can see my paper over here. I have this on Adobe Reader is what I downloaded it to because I couldn't find an app that I really liked for this for my iPad. So I downloaded the PDF from Heaven and Earth Designs to my Adobe app, and that was working. But for some reason last night when I was working on this, it decided that anytime I go in and highlight what I had done, I'd save it, hit done, and move on to the next section, and it would delete what I highlighted. So every time I look back, I would go through and I'd cover those 3 again, and then by the time I get over here, I'd look back after this square is done, and then all of these were no longer highlighted. And I kept having to go back and do it over. So I transferred it to my Google Drive last night and just printed them out. And I am now just going over it with a Sharpie to keep with me, and I will go over and mark off what I've done. Since my app is being all weird. So I know everybody's using the pattern keepers like 4 Kids at 147, which is where I originally saw this design. Fell in love with it. My dad fell in love with it. I'll be lucky if I get to keep this. He wants to hang it in his den. And I have a stamped cross stitch that I found that I just fell in love with. And I could have got it in counted cross stitch, but it would take me forever because it's huge. It's massive. It'll cover the length of one wall. And he's already claimed it, and I haven't started it yet. And I may work on the one that I'm working on right now. I just started a stamped cross. I had never done stamped cross stitch before. I've always only done counted cross stitch. And then after I started watching YouTube videos, finding the diamond painting, got into that, and then I started seeing cross stitch. It's like I'm so new to YouTube. I didn't even pay any attention to YouTube. Knew it was around. Never watched it. Always just watched my movies at home and did my craft projects, which was my counted cross stitch. and found YouTube. Only started getting into YouTube because I had found diamond painting by typing into Google crafts for, I don't know how I worded it. I had in there though for crafts to help with anxiety, basically, because I was going through a tough time, and came across this craft, and then somebody told me to look at it YouTube. I think it was my son, my 6-year-old, told me, "Hey Mom, you should look at YouTube." He's like, "You could probably find it on there." So I looked, and wow, discovered a completely awesome and huge community of diamond painters. So the thing is, after the first project I did, which was a partial, I discovered the whole, full drill, and because I dive into stuff bigger, better. Yeah, the next project I bought is humongous, and how big is it? It's 120 by 260 or 70. It's a bookcase. Love, love, love that painting, but I knew nothing about what I was doing then. It was great whenever I pulled it out, worked on it. I have about 75% of it is completed, and I have it rolled up now and put up just because I've noticed the further I got along with it, the half of the side I'm working on now, I'm having to do upside down because I did the first half that was right side up. It's so huge. I have to work on that one on my island in my kitchen because it's just massive. Good thing I have a big island. But I also transferred it a couple of times to my mom's house, and she would work on it with me. And I got her into diamond painting, and then I'd take it to my cousin's house, and her husband would help me work on it. It's been a group effort and just so much fun. But I got to realizing that the first half that we had all been working on had rivers in it, and you can tell because when you look at it, you can see like the rivers in the diamonds that are sticking up because there's a river underneath it. And I didn't know back then about rivers, and you can cut them with your X-Acto knife and rub it back down and it would be fine. Did not know that. So now I just get sick every time I look at it because I love that painting so much. It's going in my office. I'm going to be painting my office either like a turquoise or teal color so that it will match this diamond painting. And I have another diamond painting that I want to do. It's a heaven and earth design also that I want the same size. And I found a company, because Cooper Diamond Arts would change it, but it wouldn't probably go as big as I'm wanting. I don't think. I'll have to ask and see. Because I would like to go through them again if I can. But I found a Chinese store that would do it for me. But I wanted to do it like this. I wanted it to be blank. But they have to do it print only on the canvas. And I know that with it being blank, it would take an extremely long amount of time because it is a lot slower process. But I love it. It's just so fun. Granted, here lately I haven't worked on it as much just because my mind has been so tired by the time evening hits from working and homeschooling and keeping up with the house that I don't want to have to think to count. So during the week I don't usually work on it. I'm doing an Enchanted Forest Diamond Art Club, and I'll work on that one. Or I'll work on my stamped cross stitch. Yeah, I kind of went all over the place, didn't I? I started with stamped cross stitch and ended up here somehow. But yeah, the stamped cross stitch I got, that my dad is trying to claim has a cottage on it. I'm sure it's one everybody's seen. It's because it's in diamond painting. It's got the little pond or brook or whatever in front of it with the little bridge that goes over it, and the swan in the pond, and the trees, and leading over to the gazebo. But it's huge, so I haven't started it yet. But the one I'm working on now is a European village. And I haven't been on doing it for real long yet, so. But I've gotten quite a bit done on it. I was working on it earlier today. Loving the birds. Let's get out here. It's nice. We don't have a fire ban right now, do we? Maybe we gotta do a bonfire. Kids would love it. Don't have any marshmallows, we can have a fire. They can have a bonfire with graham crackers. Yay, another one done. Okay, let's see. And somebody's screaming. It's weird out here. We've got such a big area. We have a little over 5 acres, but everybody out here on our side of the road has 5 acres. And we have the largest or longest property here. We live towards the end of our road. There's a dirt road, the cul-de-sac at the end. Everybody else has 3 to 4 acres. And it's nice. It's like we're together on a road, but separate. So, got plenty of room, space between everybody. But wind carries out here, so you hear everybody. It just depends on how loud they're being, or. And so, like yesterday, I could hear neighbors a couple houses down. It sounded like they were having a domestic dispute, and I could hear everything they were saying. And they're 10 acres over, but the wind just carries. It's crazy. And that's the neighbor across the road going up to his place. But if you hear his truck, it has a loud rumble. We always know when they're coming home. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can probably hear Liam getting mad at his game. Guess he turned on his PlayStation. Oh, excuse me. I've got time for yawning. I still gotta go in and fold some laundry and finish washing the bedding. See, like that one. Too small. I'm not using that. So frustrating. I want them all to fit and fit perfectly. No gaps. That's why I love squares. No gaps. That was a pretty one. Okay. Let's see, where am I? 1, 2. See, all but one. Right there. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blank. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. We're doing good. So I've been wanting to work on this so much. At the same time, I'm so hooked on my stamped cross stitch I'm working, since that's a new thing for me. But I've got my poor babies doing anytime somebody gets pregnant, I start making a blanket. Well, I made a counted cross stitch blanket for both of my nephews when my sister had her boys, And then my cousin got pregnant, and she's my best friend. And I started working on a blanket for her. And then as soon as I got Kel's blanket made, one of Richard's cousins, his cousin got pregnant, and so I started working on hers. Well, then I got pregnant. Hurried up, got hers finished, started Liam's, and I'd already had the pattern for a boy and for a girl, because if I ever had one of either, then those are the patterns I was going to use. So I already had it picked out. I just had to buy the blanket and the floss and get started. So I did. Gotten several squares done. It's like an alphabet blanket, but each one is all different bears and things in them. And been working on that. And then it just, every time somebody get pregnant, it would get put aside again. And so everybody has blankets but my kids. So I really need to work on theirs. And I'm not doing it. And then I found diamond painting, and then that's taken my attention for the last 2 years. And he actually asked me the other day why I wasn't doing his blanket, and I felt so bad. It's like, okay, I got it pulled out again. It's sitting by the couch. So if I'm in there in the living room, I can use it. I've got places all over the house where I craft, depending on which room I'm in, just so I'm prepared if I don't have to go move something. But half the time I know what I want to work on, and I end up moving whatever project I want to do to where I want to be. So it's kind of pointless. I feel like I've just kind of taken over the whole house with my crafts. They don't care, but I kind of feel sometimes like I shouldn't take over so many areas. Kids like it though, because I can be in whatever room they're in, and that's where they plant themselves. They're still at that age, they want to be right with me, and I am hanging on to that for as long as I can, because I know that will change. I'm enjoying every bit of it. And usually Cindle is out here with me if I'm outside. She's got all of her toys all over the porch and playing. Surprised she went inside. What's Cindle doing? She's got a snack, that's why she's inside. She's our eater. They both are. It's crazy. They're both so tiny, and they just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And they're growing. Little bean poles are growing. I used to be that way. I could eat and eat and eat, never gain weight. Not now. Not after I was still up until I had him, but then right after I had her, I was still tiny. And after I quit nursing her, was a round piece. All my hormones decided, hey, we're gonna leave. So that's when the anxiety and stuff kicked in, and that's why I found diamond painting. But I literally had no hormones in my body at all, or cortisol, or anything. And then because of that, I had to be put on hormones, and a little while after that, I started having thyroid problems, so I started gaining weight. And I've gained 50 pounds, which I was tiny, and I'm really tall, so I don't, look real big, but to me it's a lot, and I can feel it. And being stuck at home all the time makes it rough. See, I can say that, but I actually worked from home anyway before all of this started. But I'd get out like 3 or 4 times a day, because being out here where we live, we have a bus that comes through here, but being in the country and there's so few kids in the schools that all age groups are on the same bus. And I really don't want my 4 and 6-year-old on the bus with seniors that are fighting, and I hear stories and just like, no, really don't want them on there. So I take them, drop them off, go back 2.5 hours later, pick Sindel up, come home, go back at 2:50, pick up Liam, come home. And now him being in 1st grade, he's in sports. And so we're not doing that now, but I would go back, twice a week for his practices, and then the 3rd day we would go to his games, and so I was always on the go. Now I'm just constantly home. I don't think I had finally lost some weight because I had put myself on a diet, and I was doing really good. And then I gained the weight back that I lost, plus 5 more pounds. But it will change once this is all over. Get busy again. But my husband drove around the front portion of our property for me and figured out how many miles around our front tree line is up towards the front of our driveway. And if I walk around that whole tree line, how many times did he say? Oh my goodness, it just fell out of my head. Anyway, I know he remembers. I go out of that tree line so many times, and it makes a mile. So I need to start walking it every day. I just know I have to be careful when I first start, because we had construction workers out here taking down lines, the old lines, power lines that used to be up here. Hey, Chico! Chico's back. And there go my dogs. Hi, Chico. Chico's back.
Stop.
No barking. Hey, princess.
Mommy, is Ruby part of our family?
No, baby, Ruby's not our family. She's our neighbor. She's your friend. And that is her puppy dog.
Ow!
Marshall, easy. You alright? Guys. Hey. Hey, don't make me come inside.
Ow!
Liam, I heard that. Do not hit.
What is a
Sorry, guys. Good. Crafting with beautiful chaos. You're seeing it firsthand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more rows of 4. Maybe cut it off here pretty soon anyway. Y'all can't be. Gotta be boring and now loud. I didn't think I'd be able to find anything to talk about. I'm just here rambling on. Probably about stuff that does not even interest you. Marshall, she's leaving. I know. She's leaving, baby. No. Marshall. See, you're getting her going again. Go home, Chico. And mosquitoes are starting to come out. I'm getting bitten here. That would be R1. I don't think the dog knows how to bark. She just has a high-pitched yell. Oh, it's just awful. So loud. It just hurts your ears. Let's see. Get 2, 2, 4. 2. So please let me know if this angle is bad, or if you can really see. I don't think you can really see what I'm doing. My hand is in front of it every time I place it, isn't it? I'm sorry. I try to turn it a little bit. I just don't want to mess y'all up here. Maybe a little bit. Sorry, I'll make you dizzy. Like that, maybe. See if that's any better. We'll see. Okay. Now, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that's a little bit better. It's already been long enough and I'm just now switching it to where you can see. So, sorry. This isn't my normal setup anyway, since this is, well, it is for me if I'm just, outside. I'm just not used to doing it with somebody watching. Hopefully somebody watching. I'm just doing this talking to myself. Hopefully I get more subscribers and people actually want to see this or hear my rambling. I need to mark all my paper off again. Keep losing the square I'm on because I haven't been marking it off because I don't want to make y'all sit here and wait while I mark my page off. Wait, oh. Down to skip 1. 1, 2, 3. I'm really liking this on the blank canvas. This is fun. Definitely slower, but fun. I'll have to do a whip and chat while I'm doing my stamped cross stitch and my counted cross stitch. I guess I need to pull out his little blanket. Again, something else I need to do while he's little and wants it. He's a teenager. He ain't gonna want that blanket. You're not gonna get a blanket with teddy bears all on it. He ain't gonna want to touch that. I really need to hurry up with his. She may like hers as she gets older, but boys, maybe a different matter. He's a mama's boy though, so I may be wrong, but I don't want him to feel obligated as he gets older. I want him to want to enjoy it. Okay, that one is done. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's just now starting to mow. It's getting dark now. It's starting to, so hopefully y'all can see this good enough. Since it is getting darker out here. And now my other neighbor's home. Here everybody's cars go. You can't see our house from the road. We're completely surrounded in woods, but you can hear people coming up the road. I'm just glad we're at the very end of it, so we only have the people across from us and the people down at the base of the cul-de-sac that drive in front of our property. Since we're all at the very end of our road. Sorry, I know I'm not doing this very fast. It's kind of hard to talk and do this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See what I mean by the wind traveling? That's Ruby yelling across the road. She's a little ways away from us on the back of their property. Sound just travels. Let's see, where did I go? Okay, here we are. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Do this way. Oops. Nope, that one's got a messed up edge. Four, 3. Okay, this one makes 4. Two. And somebody's bringing out the chainsaw. Okay, I think I'll finish this last square, and then I'm going to sit out here and work on this some more until it gets too dark I can't see, or too chilly, whichever comes first, before I go inside and either do this or work on my cross stitch. Not sure yet. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, yeah. Okay, almost finished. Oh, that's kind of... Did I get that down? Oh, maybe it just doesn't look like I did. Okay, I did that wrong. There we go. Ha! I knew that was up. Okay, y'all, I'm starting to get bit by mosquitoes, and that just don't work for me. One of the downfalls of country living. We get mosquitoes and really bad. Earlier than we did when we lived in the city. Okay, I think that's it. So I guess I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to keep doing this. And listen to my crickets. They're getting louder. Let's see, it's got something on it. But thanks for watching, and I don't know if you stuck through to this long or not, listening to me. I didn't get my page marked off, so I know where I'm at here. But if you liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed and would like to see more. Just hit the bell for more videos. Thank you very much, and y'all stay safe, healthy, and happy. Bye.